Today, I'm going to be going over the top 5 worst pets in Prodigy. I've talked about some of the best pets that Prodigy's ever released, but today we're switching it up and I am giving you my list of the top 5 worst pets in all of Prodigy. Now, before this video starts, go down below, subscribe to my main channel, Camden Bell. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And guys, remember, this is just my opinion, so don't hate me down below in the comments. But anyway, let's head straight into the video. Now, before we head into the list, I do want to make it clear that every one of these pets is at level 100. So objectively, some of these pets, even though I'm gonna call them bad, in battle would be good. But I'm just talking overall, these are 5 pets that I just don't like. I just think are not good at all, and that is what we're gonna be talking about in this video. Now, starting it off with number 5 on the list, guys, I am gonna give it to Cog Might. Now, Cog Might is a very interesting pet because, I mean, if we look at his stats, they're honestly not that bad. The element is Storm, health is 630, the speed is 400, power at 500, and defense 750. So if you would look at his stats, you would think, wow, this is actually not that bad of a pet. But when you start to look at the fact that 1, this is a common pet, so, you know, it is a very, very easy pet to get. 2, it is the element of Storm, which, you know, like I said, it's not the worst, but it's not an element like Fire, which is gonna be super overpowered. But 3rd, I'm gonna be honest, I just don't like the way that this pet looks at all. It's the lowest evolution, you know, gear sight, at least it gives you more gears, but when you have this pet, people are simply not going to be scared or intimidated at all. I would not go into a battle using Cog Might just because I personally don't think it's that good of a pet, and also, like I said, it just doesn't look the best. When you have pets in Prodigy, for example, like Stampede, which just look giant and look like huge blue monsters, when you have a little gear that just spins around, it's just not that good in comparison. So number 5, I am giving it to Cog Might. It's not the worst in the entire game, but it does make number 5 on the list. Now, moving on to number 4 on the list, I'm giving it to the Lava Puck. Now look, I understand this pet is heroic, it says the pet's heroic, it is fire, but the one problem about this pet is that it, in my opinion, just looks terrible. I'm sorry, you know what, let's go over the stats first to give it a little bit of good to say before I say some bad stuff. The element is fire, so that is very, very good. It is heroic, so that is also very, very good. It has 650 health, speed at 540, power at 570, defense at 540, so honestly some pretty good stats. But I mean, just look at how small this pet looks. I mean, this thing is actually tiny, and like, I don't know, the way the tongue sticks out just makes it look like it's like such a bad pet. Like, it just looks like such a baby almost. Like, you know what, let's compare it to one of the pets that I love, such as Splash and Spark. I mean, if you have a Lava Puck, how are you gonna go up against a pet like Splash and Spark and expect to compete? Now, the reason this isn't lower on the list is because, like we went over, honestly, it doesn't have that bad stats. You know, you can live with it. It is heroic, it is fire, but I'm sorry guys, even if the stats are amazing, I had to give this the number 4 spot on the list. Now, before we move in to the top 3, I just want to remind you guys, go subscribe to my main channel, Camden Bell. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But anyway, let's move forward in the video. Now, moving on to number 3 on the list. This is a shame because this is actually, you know what, it's actually a pretty rare pet, but for some reason, I just don't like it anymore. And we are going to be talking about Pico. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Pico is actually a super rare pet. Pico, Sorrel, Dragic, and Creela were part of the 4 original Prodigy pets that you could choose from years and years and years ago. So for the rare department, this pet is actually probably one of the rarest in the entire game. But let's look at his stats. Starting off, it's a plant element pet, which honestly is just not that good. You know, plant element pets, they're alright, but they're not the best. Now the stats are okay, I guess. Apparently its rarity is common, so even though it's rare, you don't even get like you know, it doesn't even say it's rare, it literally just says it's common. But the biggest problem I have with this pet is honestly, it just looks kind of old. You know, even though I don't really like Lava Puck, at least it looks nice and updated. Pico is kind of just an old pet that doesn't really fit into Prodigy anymore. And you know what, I do kind of like this pet, but for those reasons, it looks old, it's very, very small. You know, even though it is rare, it doesn't have the best stats, it is plant. Guys, I just have to give it number 3 on the list. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but that's what I'm going to give it. Now we're heading in to the top 2, and I just want to make it clear from this point on, these are just, you know, my own biases and opinions. There's some pets that for some reason I've just never liked, and not gonna lie, I don't really care if they're rare or not. These pets I just never really liked, and I just, you know, I just don't really like them at all. But without further ado, let's get it started. So number 2, I'm giving it to Magnum. Now I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know where this pet even come from. I basically never use this pet, and I just don't really like it that much. It's supposed to be a magnet. I guess it's a cool idea, but if you guys have noticed the theme, I don't like the small pets. They're not fierce, you know, they don't scare your opponent at all. They're just not that good in my opinion. So I guess let's look at his stats. It is also a storm element, so I would of course prefer a fire element pet. Now I guess his health and stats are pretty good. It's got some pretty low speed. Now I guess it is ranked rare, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really even know where this pet comes from, because like I said, I never use it. But this pet is just, I don't know, I just don't like it. It just looks kind of funny. It's small, it's a magnet, so you know, you're not even using a monster, you're just using like this magnet dude, which is just kind of weird, guys. So you know what, I'm giving it the number 2 spot on the list. Honestly, with this one, maybe I'm being harsh, because let's be honest, it's definitely not like stats wise one of the worst in the game at all. I just got my own personal bias against it, and I just don't really like it. But guys, we are on to the number 1 spot. Before I reveal it, I want you guys to comment down below, what do you guys think it is, or what is your least favorite pet in all of Prodigy? And just a reminder, please go subscribe to my main channel, Camden Bell. I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And without further ado, in my opinion, the worst pet in all of Prodigy is the Tropic Pomprickle. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.